major change, which is on a very positive side, is that this generation is open to information.
I would say this generation is more free. They are not carrying too much of a baggage.
This generation is not afraid of an experience, and they are not afraid of failures, I believe.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to another episode of Sip and Sync with Gen Z, where we take a pause, sip on insight, and explore how Gen Z is shaping the world around them. Today's guest is someone who has spent the last decade helping over 150 brands cut through digital noise. He's a branding strategist, performance marketer, and creative consultant, and someone who's just as comfortable building campaigns as he is building creators. Thank you so much for joining us, Abhishek sir.
Thank you, Soumya, for inviting me. And I must say, you have a very amazing logo, and I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, let's know about your journey a little bit, about your background, how you came for this journey.
So, Soumya, I was not expecting this, but okay, let me start. So, I didn't want to like become a digital marketeer, or I didn't want to own a digital agency. I was preparing for defense services, and I got recommended as a pilot through Indian Air Force through AFSB Dehradun. But life has some other goals. So I was medical out. Then I tried for next 4 years, and I gave 7 more attempts, and then it didn't happen. I was fond of writing, and I started my blogs. I started bringing traffic onto those blogs as an experiment in my college, and it started happening. I started making money out there, and this is how I started my journey.
All right, that's
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
So, sir, as we've read about you, we've seen that you've had multiple roles uh, in your job that you do. So, what is that one role that taught you the most throughout?
I must say, like being an intern, I still remember those days when I was intern, and I learned most of the things in my internship. And let me tell you, I went to every senior of mine, whom I was reporting to and who was at the senior level in digital marketing in my company. I learned from everybody. I learned from everybody, and I must say that that was the best time. And obviously, like learning didn't stop there. So I keep on learning, I keep on growing, and helping my team grow over a period of time. But that was the time when I actually learned so many things from scratch. So I relish that time right now as well.
Right, that's great. So we know that the attention spans are shrinking these days. And since your work is to engage the market, so what is that one principle that you use for brands' online presence?
So, so it is. So let me tell you one universal principle of cutting out the noise, and that one simple principle is relevancy and micro niche. And if you start building content, and if you start provide not building content only, if you start providing value to the stakeholder in your micro niche, then you can actually cut the noise, and you can actually be seen as an expert, and people will start believing you and start seeing you as an authority.
Right. So, sir, like since our generation has a lot of information, a lot of content to consume than other generations. So, do you think that there have been a few misconceptions regarding this field, digital marketing in particular, going around maybe social media?
So the biggest thing is you said it right, that we have access to a lot of information right now.
Right.
Attention span becoming like a problem for Gen Zs, I would say that.
Right.
And misunderstood thing is one, that social media, digital marketing is very simple, and anybody and everybody can do that. That is the biggest misconception. So people think that it's a overnight success, or it is like Aladdin ka chirag, when like in 24 hours you can get million billion views and you'll become famous overnight. To become famous overnight, there is 3 years, 4 years, 5 years behind that overnight success. So it didn't happen like this only. So there's a lot of hard work which a person has to go through in this digital field itself.
That is true. So, sir, like this digital marketing, do you think that the awareness about the importance of digital marketing has started much more like in the recent years, or it was always there, according to you?
So Soumya, let me like tell you the scenario before COVID and after COVID. So
Yeah.
before COVID, we go to any client and tell them, okay, like we are into this digital space and we'll create a website for you. We'll start building content for you. We'll start doing SEO for your website, and we'll start bringing traffic, relevant traffic to you, and we'll start running ads for you. We
Right.
actually have to explain them each and everything, and then like out of 10 clients, only one or two clients understood this thing, and they
Right.
gave us business. But right now, after COVID, well, I would say that COVID was blessing in disguise for the digital people here. And internet usability has increased to more than 17% after COVID. Like it has drastically improved. And now out 8 out of 10 people know that what digital marketing is, what it can do for their business, for what impact it can create in their life. Now it is uh, our job to reach out to the person who can we like really provide value to. So now we have to reach out to those person. They already know that okay, they know they need digital marketing. That is the difference pre-COVID and post-COVID. So now people know that. Earlier, like it was a very difficult, difficult for us to make people understand. Okay, digital is important.
Right, right. So, sir, when a brand approaches you, how do you decide that what kind of content this brand should go ahead with? Like maybe reels or maybe a funny like memes or something. How do you decide that?
We have to understand their goals first. We have
Right.
to understand their goals. So any marketing campaign is like combined with three things. So we denote it with a marketing triangle. So in marketing triangle, there are three things. One is message, one is medium, and one is market. So what message you are going to provide to your market, which is your target audience, and what should be the medium, whether your audience is on, so if I talk about digital mediums, so whether your audience is on Facebook, whether your audience is on Instagram, whether your audience is on Snapchat. So Gen Z's even don't use Instagram, they are on Snapchat right now. So we
Right.
have to choose the right medium. So these are the questions which we ask to a brand, and then they reply us like what is their audience, whether we need to target to a male, whether we need to target to female, whether their products are for kids. So if
Right.
their product is for kids, then we don't need to target the kids, we need to target the parents of those kids, because the parents of those kids are the like decision makers. We create content around their parents. We create content which will provide value to the parents, not the kids. So that is how we decide the content. That is how, these are the few questions which we ask our clients.
All right. And like if there's a small brand which has just started, maybe without the professional help, and if they have to like look at the analytics, so should they be very regular with it? Like, should they look at it every week or should they go around monthly? What should be their strategy if you had to suggest something?
Strategy for what?
For like a small brand who has just started their business,
So
maybe.
simple. So create as much as value you can create for your target audience. The process is same. The three M's are are same for a big brand. It is same for a small brand. So they have to be very regular with their content. They have to be consistent. And obviously, if you talk about analytics, it can be daily as well. When we
Right.
started, we used to check analytics of my accounts 10 times a day, and we see what kind of content we can create. It is a daily job.
Right.
So it is
All
up to
right.
the strategy.
All right. So, talking about content, so a lot of people have this misconception that the more that you post, you will have more reach, ignoring maybe the content of what you are actually posting. What would you like to say on that?
First and foremost thing is, as you mentioned, that quality of content matters.
Yeah.
And if we can maintain the frequency with the quality of content, means quantity and quality both are there, then there are high chances of getting any of your content viral. So more you will publish the content, more there are chances that your content will go viral. So obviously, I must say that you must post frequently, create as content you can create, but don't forget the quality. It is the foremost thing.
Right, makes sense. So, if I had to ask that, what are the red flags that signal that a brand's positioning is maybe weak or maybe it's inconsistent according to you, if you're like judging how a brand is going around this journey of digital marketing?
So I must say that any red flag can be converted into green flag. So I must say that any newbie who starts, he start with a lot of regular red flags in their hands. So we actually need to identify those red flags. So let me just name like few of those red flags. One is they don't know the audience, or if they know the audience, they may be dealing with multiple audiences at one time. So in marketing, so your message should be loud and clear, and it should be according to only one market, one
Right.
message, one market, one medium. So that is one thing they need to check. Sometimes what happens is a message is a common message which is going to millennials like us, Gen Z's like you, and older people as well. It is the same message. So you will not like that message, perhaps.
True.
Maybe I'll not like that message, but the older people might like that kind of message. So we have to be very crisp and clear with our messaging. We have to be very clear about our medium and the market, the target audience. So these are like marketing revolves around these three things, and we have to curb out as many as red flags to make it seamless. These three things seamless.
That is true. So talking about these target audiences, so like since Gen Z has stepped in the market, do you think there's a shift in how Gen Zs are buying products or how they look at marketing than how millennials used to or other generations used to? Like, what's the shift for you?
The shift which I saw now in the shopping trends is, so Gen Zs are very much, I would say that instantaneous in buying things and using things and then returning things and then throwing things. So that has actually made up helped like e-commerce businesses. But at the
Right.
same time, I have seen that there is a lot of mental instability as well in Gen Zs. Like, okay, I need to buy this product. Okay, let me try this. I didn't like it. I have to return this particular product. I've seen people sitting on their phones scrolling their like maybe an e-commerce store for hours and hours just to like buy that particular product which they don't actually want to buy. So that is what I have seen right now. And that is not only happening with Gen Zs, it is also happening with millennials as well.
All right.
So I have seen this particular thing in older people as well. So in their Facebook feed and their Instagram feed, there is a lot of ads coming, and they are scrolling those particular ads right now. चाहे उनको नहीं चाहिए, but they are actually scrolling that. So the shift has been there in the complete era. I would say that it includes everybody.
Right. So like in your team, like is your team more Gen Z heavy right now, or it has other generations in your team?
So it is mix of millennials and Gen Zs.
All right. So do you think that there is a difference in how Gen Zs are working and how millennials have always worked?
Definitely, there's a shift. There's a lot of shift. So if we talk about the shift, millennials are much more stable. But yes, I must say that Gen Zs are much more creative than millennials. So that is the shift which we are looking at, and we are enjoying this shift. We are loving this shift.
So, sir, considering that you have a mix of generation at your workplace, do you think there are sometimes clashes in how they work, and like how do you manage it if they are there?
So clashes, uh, I must not say that clashes, but yes, there is some difference of opinion sometimes.
Right.
So that difference of opinion is mediated, and we have a system for that. Like we do like 15 days review meeting, monthly review meetings, where everybody has open chance to speak about. They have to
Right.
tell about good things, they have to tell about bad things, and they have to tell about what things we as an organization can improve. This is an open culture which we have built. I guess this has helped us a lot for every generation to put their thoughts forward.
Right.
And this is happening.
That is true. So did you like had to shift your leadership style when Gen Zs entered into the market for working? Like,
I try to be like Gen Zs, but there are certain things I cannot do. It is natural. So I
right,
try to, but
right,
hopefully someday I learn some tricks and tactics of Gen Zs.
right. So we have heard that Gen Zs are sometimes not taken to be as disciplined as other generations. However, they might have like different ways of working. Maybe they'll be up till 4 a.m. and they'll be working. So what do you have to say on that?
Um, So, 4 a.m. concept doesn't work in our organization. So, we are a very disciplined organization. We start at time, we end at time. We don't encourage our people like to work after shifts. So, but so I have already told you they might not be very like disciplined or not disciplined. I would say that may not be very stable or so, but they are very creative. So we need that creativity in today's time.
Right, that is true.
Yeah.
Also, sir, with evolving AI, we've heard that so many like creators who used to like their jobs have been replaced or they are at threat. So, what do you think? How does AI play a role in your field?
So let me tell you, AI has actually helped us like build our business even bigger. How is it happening? So let me give you an example. AI is there to help us. AI is not here to replace us.
Right,
If we are able to use AI in a very judicious way, we can actually help so many other businesses. We can actually create a lot of good content, quality content, not that AI will generate our content. AI
right,
will give us ideas, which
right,
sometimes a human intelligence need more time. So,
right,
but always you need human intelligence. You need human like emotional intelligence in there, and AI doesn't provide that. And one thing I will always say, I have always said this particular thing. अगर हम real world में भी बात करें, digital world को छोड़ के, so there is always demand of handcrafted products.
right,
So handcrafted products, handcrafted content, handcrafted articles will always have more value than AI generated content or machine generated content. So it'll always be there. And there are, I would say that if uh, so my field is SEO, I am an SEO expert. So in
right,
my field, people say that AI has reduced a lot of work for you, workload for you. Let me tell you, it has actually increased our workload. because we have to be more judicious while articulating an article. So we cannot use an AI article on any website or on web, because the search engines can actually like capture that it is AI written, and they can throw us out from the search engines. So that
Yeah.
is the thing. And my opinion is AI is helping us. So people say AI is replacing jobs, but if you learn AI in a proper way, it will actually create more jobs.
All right. All right, sir. So like ending this interview, I would like to ask you if you had to give one advice to Gen Zs, what would it be?
So create value for others. Create value for others, create value for yourself. And the internet has given us opportunity that we can do whatever we want to do. And the best example is this interview. I guess this is if internet these facilities, video conferencing facilities are not there, then it is very difficult for a student to conduct these kind of interviews. So that's the best example. So do whatever you want to do, and in a better way, and create value for people.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. This was such a fun conversation. And for all the people who are aiming to go for marketing or digital marketing, this will surely be very helpful. All the viewers, you all can look out for sir's website, which will be mentioned below. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
Thank you, Soumya, and it was amazing initiative. I would love to see more of the people who will be coming onto your show. So see you and all the best.
Thank you so much,
Right.
sir.